Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Driven Wyld. Today we are talking about this problem is getting worse. Recently, I've had a few orders that have been exposing a problem that has been growing recently. And honestly, these are super avoidable problems and definitely have been fabricated by some of the companies and merchants that we work with. And some of you are gonna think I'm nuts, but hear me out, because this is more of a problem nowadays than you think. So with that said, we are talking about some of the problems I think are getting worse in the gig economy, the ever-growing challenges that are being caused by this, and everything in between. But before we do that, let's go over a quick disclaimer. The content of this video does not contain, is never intended to be, legal, business, financial, tax, or health advice of any kind. This video is for entertainment purposes only. It is advised that you conduct your own research and consult qualified professionals before applying anything you find online. I also want to be clear that everything that we're going to be going over is very market dependent. What applies to me in my market may not apply to you. So with that said, let's get started. There's no real format for this, so I'm really just gonna riff off as much as I can. But more and more orders recently are acting in the same way. I walk into a restaurant or approach a food truck. They either have the order ready or they need a minute or several minutes. And then at some point during the pickup, they ask you to confirm the order. Sometimes they hold the food hostage. Sometimes they at least put it in front of you and just confirm before you leave. And sometimes you confirm it and then they chase you out the door claiming they forgot an item. Which, by the way, if you have me confirm an order, make sure it is done. If it is not done, whatever happens next is your failure of a choice. I am not responsible for you choosing to be a failure. This is what happened when I picked up at a food truck recently. Mr. Vert's Kitchen. Because my cancellation rate was already pretty high, I stuck it out because I wanted to at least try to bring that number down. That said, it's funny how they said 15 minutes and it ended up being 35, but I really wasn't all that mad about it, to be honest. It actually gave me some time to catch up in the comments section on YouTube. My problem is when I finally got the order, they asked me to confirm it. They handed it to me first. It was no problem. I confirmed it. And they asked me to wait because they forgot an item.
Oh, come on, Joe. If they were just gonna hand you another item, what's the big deal?
The big deal is that they didn't just hand me another item. They had to go get it or make something, and it was going to add like 10 or 15 more minutes after I already confirmed it. And at that point, I was pretty pissed because you can't ask me to confirm an order if you didn't finish it. They were even giving me a hard time about trying to leave after they fucked up.
Hey, why would you give them an incomplete order? What is wrong with you?
No, you gave them an incomplete order. I get handed a package and leave. Everything within the package is your responsibility. This isn't the only problem. I made a video recently about a challenge I had at Chick-fil-A, and it seems that restaurants are just trying to pick a fight with me a lot these days. Not even just food delivery either, it's catering as well. This morning, I arrived to pick up at Old Days for a breakfast run, and I arrived about 5 minutes early for a catering order. They claimed it would be done in 10 minutes, which means it should have been only 5 minutes after pickup time. They couldn't get it done until 5 minutes until it needed to be delivered. This is why restaurants can't do logistics. They are run by failures that can't do their job and take 30 minutes and tell you 10. I love when I show up and the customer asks me why I was late and treat it like I'm the problem. It's not even just the restaurants trying to piss me off lately. The location where I was delivering, not only would they not validate my parking as someone who was in the building, but then would not provide a receipt so I can get reimbursed for the parking from the company I worked with. Deliver that. Thankfully, they were understanding, but that's not the point. This is why I don't believe anybody should be paid by the hour. If you are going to be absolutely fucking useless for hours and then get paid the same as the guy running circles around you effort-wise, and they are also being paid by the hour, one of you is getting screwed. And not to mention, the lazy one's probably getting paid more. What a goddamn waste. This is why I diversified my gig portfolio and I'm working on an exit strategy. The gig economy is an income bridge to what would be a long-term goal. It's not the goal. It's time to move on to greater things, in my opinion. That is exactly what we are accomplishing in the Driven Wyld Discord server. The Driven Wyld Discord community is exclusive for gig workers looking to expand their knowledge and expertise in their self-employment and entrepreneurial journeys. I partnered with high-level professionals to bring you some of the most exclusive benefits based on your personal needs as a gig worker. Exclusive professional opportunities and gig postings. More live streams with high-level professionals in our industry. Educational systems designed to help you build your own dispatch company and other scalable opportunities. Driven Wyld is also kicking off its dispatching for beginners course or build your own delivery service provider course. And we are changing the game and transforming how businesses serve customers and how gig workers get more opportunities. So whether you're a gig worker looking for more opportunities to earn or an exit strategy because the gig economy is an income bridge to what would be a long-term goal and not the goal, and you would like to see something with more growth potential and scalability, there is something here for you. Check the link in the description to get started with making the most amount of money in the least amount of time and in the safest possible way. We are excited and looking forward to helping you secure your financial future. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. As always, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time.